a mile and a quarter, so we're talking about 1.5, 1 3/4 miles to victory for this superb Swedish athlete. A former ice hockey player, played ice hockey until he was 22 years of age. Then he was faced with the choice of giving up either ice hockey or motocross. Told me he chose motocross because if he gave 100% effort in ice hockey and his teammates didn't, then they'd lose. And in motocross, it's all down to him. And what a tremendous performer Håkan Karlqvist has proved today.
He looks everywhere winner, Karlqvist. When you're really on form as Karlqvist is now, even the lap riders seem to go the right way when you come up behind them. And he's having a smooth ride. He's going tremendously well.
So, Karlqvist, just a few more of these loops on this splendid Farleigh Castle hillside here. Probably 20,000 enthusiasts watching the action around the circuit. He's coming round very shortly to start his last lap, and once he does it, I can't really see anything stopping this man, Karlqvist, winning the second leg to add to his victory in the first race. One more lap to go now for Håkan Karlqvist on the factory Yamaha. And it's still Malherbe in second place. Jean-Jacques Bruno goes through, trailing him, and a lot of people urging Bruno on, but we did see Bruno definitely wave Malherbe through. I can't see Bruno snatching second place away from Malherbe.
Karlqvist now has a 12-second lead. His mechanics will have told him that. He's on his last lap. He will be taking it very cautiously now, probably taking a gear lower on a lot of the corners just to ride surely. He desperately doesn't want to make a mistake now.
Still still Harry Everts, I should say, in fourth place. Lawrence Spence, the Ultimate, going so well on the Kawasaki, again scoring World Championship points in fifth place. Ivan Vandenbroek. And there is Karlqvist through the woods for the last time. Well, so far he's not started waving back to the fans, but I really think that's just a matter of time. Everything under control. Deceptively quick up that hill. Again, a moment's breather onto the ripples, through that ditch. Karlqvist on the Yamaha, on his way to adding victory in this second leg to an equally superb victory in the first race. And the crowd, all eyes on Karlqvist. And not such a big leap, and again he wasted the crowd, a wheelie. Karlqvist is enjoying this lap.
That's the sign of a really confident man in the World Championship race. Take one hand off the bar and also pull a wheelie.
And so Håkan Karlqvist with just a few hundred yards to go, waving to absolutely everybody, the mechanics out there, the edge of the track, fans, friends, mechanics. Another quick wave and then back onto the handlebars for the tight turn. Just a few hundred yards to go for Håkan Karlqvist. Round the hairpin, over the ripples. The grandstand rise to their feet, a tremendous cheer for a very, very popular winner. And Karlqvist has time to look at them. A wheelie over the line. Håkan Karlqvist takes both hands off the handlebars. Håkan Karlqvist is the winner. Andre Malherbe comes through now. There he goes, and you could see how tired he is, that front wheel bouncing sideways. Andre Malherbe takes second place. Jean-Jacques Bruno. In fact, Harry Everts goes through in third spot. So what has happened to Jean-Jacques Bruno? Bruno made a mistake. So Harry Everts finished third, and Bruno, after being so sporting, we've lost Jean-Jacques Bruno somewhere on that last lap, and that will move Lawrence Spence up another place, which is good news. And in fact, it's a sprint, and Graham Noyce has gone ahead of Lawrence Spence, almost was inside of the checkered flag. This is the scrap between Graham Noyce, and Graham Noyce has fought his way through to 4th place. And Graham Noyce and Lawrence Spence sprint to the finish, and Graham Noyce gets another big a cheer from the crowd. Graham Noyce finishes 4th. Lawrence Spence is in trouble. He's pushing the bike over. The bike has stopped. Lawrence Spence, there, you can see Lawrence Spence there, trying to push his bike. He's got his clutch in. The chain must have locked up on the back wheel, Dave. Can he get over the line? Just a few
Looks to me, Chris, as though the gearbox is broken and he's having to drag the back wheel. And at this stage, after 45-minute racing, that's terrible.
Just a few yards to go. Nobody can help him if anybody does. And there's Alex Wright from Kawasaki, the team manager. Keep going, Lawrence. A tremendous effort. He's got to go just a few more yards. Just a few more yards. And well, whether the judges will give it the finish. Lawrence Spence from Northern Ireland collapses on the finishing line. Well, what a tremendous performance. What a great effort. And what a wonderful ride from this 22-year-old Ulsterman. And here we have Håkan Karlqvist in the pits, in contrast, in fact, to poor old Lawrence Spence. And so Andrew Marriott down in the pits with Håkan Karlqvist. So Lawrence Spence then being assisted, worn out after 45 minutes of hectic racing, and then what must have been
245. He will not be competing today because he pulled a cartilage in practice this morning. Then in 4th place is Dave Thorpe, the British champion, who slipped back badly with his performances in North America. And with 20 points available for each win, mathematically, Thorpe could still take the title, although it's extremely unlikely. But he naturally wants to do well in his own country. And he is the